The ground game, getting that going, that's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left, wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll put the ball play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Simmons. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
3:25.
Trying play action. Got a man. It's Cobb. Oh, what a move to get room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Auburn. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Allard. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tiger. What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. looking for a man. It's Allard. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the third interception of the night.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Allard. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pulls it in. Push down for the tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Fires into the end zone, and it's his 4th interception of the game. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half.
Here we go.
Quarterback keeps it. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Get set, get set.
Going to the run to start this second half. Has the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really...
Going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
3:25.
To the air, it's Allard. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The give to the tailback. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Makes the catch. It's Alston. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Pena. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
On the ready? Squirrel, lasso.
Off the play fake. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that, making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second. They're quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The lone back's got it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Final play of the quarter coming. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Allard. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Easy.
Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Drills him with the stiff arm. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Allard. That's caught, it's Pena. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Lasso.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This all
hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Number 8.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
29 Philly. Hornet.
Back to pass, it's Allard. Oh, they're after him. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sends it back in motion. Using his feet. Hits a seam wide open. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play.
Get set.
Motion from the wideout. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. Turning on the Jets. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And another big play by this offense. If they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of the defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes in between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's picked off and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It'll be third and long. They'll run the option. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres.